Welcome to County Fair season. I hope that everyone is excited about the upcoming fair. In an effort to try and alleviate some stress for you during the fair, we have created this video with some helpful hints on being prepared before coming to the fair, and also some details that may help you during the fair have things run more smoothly. As always, if you have questions, please contact the Saunders County Extension Office at 402-624-8030 or 1-800-529-8030. By this time, you should have all your pre-fair requirements complete. New this year will be a required code of conduct signed by both the 4-H member and the parents, which will need to be submitted to the 4-H office before you are eligible to show. This is a new policy established by the state 4-H office. Please remember your sportsmanship during the county fair. Although the trophies and ribbons are nice, we need to keep in mind that the reason we are all at the county fair is to first have fun, and secondly, to learn from the projects we are enrolled in and to gain life skills. Please be respectful at all times throughout the fair. It is always a good idea to double-check and review the schedule of fair events often. This year there are a few changes to the schedule, so make sure that you check, double-check, and triple-check when you need to be in a specific location for one of your 4-H events. Static entries are those entries that sit on a shelf, also considered non-animal entries. If you have any static entries, they need to be brought to the east end of the 4-H building between 5:30 and 8 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday night of the fair. At the time of check-in, you will need to have all of your necessary information that is required for your project. You can find out if any additional information is required by reading your fair book carefully. Each entry will also need to have an entry tag securely attached to the project. When you fill out the entry tag, you need to make sure you complete all of the information that is asked for. Blank entry tags can be printed off from our website, or you may pick them up before fair at the Extension office or during fair at the 4-H office. The first thing you need to put on your entry tag is your age. This is your 4-H age, which is the age you were as of January 1. If you have had a birthday during this calendar year, your 4-H age is 1 year less than what you are right now. How many years have you been in this project? 4-H projects can be repeated for multiple years. The judge will look to see how many years you have been in the project to determine your growth as you advance through the years. You will need a fair book, or you will need to reference the online fair book to complete the next 3 lines. The department is the letter at the beginning of the curriculum area. So for example, if you are exhibiting clothing, your department is C. If you are exhibiting something in environmental education and earth science, your department is D. The division is the actual project title and is a numerical figure. So if you are exhibiting a foods project in You're the Chef, your department would be E and your division would be 411. Then we have the actual class that you are exhibiting in. So sticking with our foods example, if I am exhibiting a loaf of whole wheat bread, my department is E, my division is 411, and my class would be 3. Including a description of your exhibit is always a good idea in case the entry tag gets detached from your actual item. It is also helpful for the judge to reference how you have described your exhibit. Your exhibitor number is the number you have been given by our computer data system that allows us to identify you. If you don't know your exhibitor number, you may contact the Extension office and ask. This number never changes, so once it has been issued to you, that is your exhibitor number for the rest of your 4-H career. Then we have the basic name, address, and city. We do ask that you complete this information completely. We are often asked how to attach entry tags. You may attach the entry tag to your project with a staple in the corner as long as it won't damage your project. Tape works on some projects, but if you use tape, you want to make sure it is secure. Tape is used on photography exhibits with the entry tag on the front corner, with the tape going over the top of the mat so as not to damage the mat. String or rubber bands work well on projects such as notebooks, where you can attach it to the binder ring and leave the string or rubber band long enough to lay the entry tag over the outside so it is exposed. You also want to make sure the entry tag is visible. If you are participating in contests, you want to double check the schedule. The fair schedule indicates what time the contest will start. You will want to budget your time so that you are there early to get checked in and to make sure you have everything you need. Showing up at the last minute is never a good idea. Make sure you have all of the items you need for your contest. This is a good thing to go through the night before so that you have everything in place. You might need to write yourself a note if there is something that you can't have sitting ready to go so that you don't walk off and forget it the day of the contest. We often get questions about the ribbon system used in 4-H. We follow a purple, blue, red, and white system. Defining each ribbon is as follows. A red ribbon means that the exhibit has met all basic expectations of that project, but hasn't excelled beyond the basics. So every project really comes to the fair starting at a red. A blue ribbon means that the project exceeds the basic requirements and is better than expected. A purple ribbon is of the highest quality. White ribbons are for projects that do not meet the basic requirements. In order for a static project entry to qualify for state fair, it must receive a purple ribbon at the county fair. Depending on our project enrollment, we are issued a quota of how many projects we can send on to the state fair in each project category. It is always exciting for 4-Hers to receive the honor of their project advancing to the state fair. You are responsible for taking home all of your static entries on the last Sunday of the fair. You may not take your projects out of the 4-H building earlier than 5:30 p.m. You will want to be sure to check with 4-H support staff located in the 4-H building to get your premium check before leaving with your projects. If you have projects that were selected for the state fair, you will need to bring those to the Saunders County Extension Office on August 18th or 19th. We will stay at the office until 7 p.m. on the 19th for any perishable exhibits such as foods and flowers. We ask that all other projects come on the 18th preferred so that we can get them processed and packed. You do not need to excessively pack your exhibits, as we have to tag them when they arrive. If you are worried about their transport, please bring it unwrapped, and once we get it tagged and processed, you can sure wrap it for the travel at that point. We reserve the right to decline transporting some projects to the Nebraska State Fair due to size and weight or being too fragile. This does not eliminate you from being able to have your project advance to the state fair. If we decline to transport a project, you may transport the exhibit to Grand Island yourself and pick it up the last day of the fair. There is so much time and effort put into some projects, and our fear of damaging that project in transport is just too risky. You will want to make sure that you are properly attired during the county fair for your contests. Contest entry requires you to wear the official 4-H attire, which includes an official 4-H t-shirt, dark blue jeans, no shorts, closed-toed shoes, and a belt. Hats are not allowed during contests. For the Favorite Foods contest, you may wear the official 4-H attire or just nice clothes that coordinate or complement your table setting. For example, if the theme for your table setting is a birthday party, you might wear something that would be appropriate for that type of a party. If your table setting is formal, you might want to dress more formally. If your theme is a beach party, you may want to dress as if you were going to a beach party. The last day of the fair is generally bittersweet. The excitement of the fair is drawing to a close, and everyone is generally ready to head home. Please remember that there are release times, and exhibits must stay in place until those release times. Static entries are not released until 5:30 p.m. Food is always important during the fair, and there is nothing better than good old fair food. There is a concession stand located in the 4-H building that is open daily from early morning until 9 o'clock p.m. In the evenings, you may also visit the concession stands located in the carnival area. Questions may arise, and we are more than happy to answer them anytime. Before the start of the fair, you may contact the Saunders County Extension Office at 402-624-8030 or 1-800-529-8030. You may also email Karna at kdam2@unl.edu. If you have questions during the fair, please call the fairgrounds directly, as that is where our staff will be located. That number is 402-443-5822. We will see everyone at the fair. Good luck and have fun!